Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
What can I do? I'm here. You cannot win. There.
Ready?
I'm here.
Well now, what can Gandalf do for you? It's been a while since I've had anyone bother talking to me. Usually it's some kid wondering what my old racing days were like. I was back on Taris. Seems like a long time. I'm not sure what I have that you would be interested in. I'm just an old swoop jock that doesn't have the head for it anymore. Ask me again in a few years and it'll be me. I'm probably not going back out on the circuit. There is one. But for now, I don't know any more than the next guy. You should try the locals. Jowls, maybe. Funny little guy. Keep safe. Yep. Seems like tough times are coming.
Huh? Who are you then? Only new people that come to Junix Nard's Cantina are long-time losers and bounty hunters. I don't have to tell you why the two don't mix well. Please keep any blaster fire to a minimum. What, did some Zerka promoter tell you to come to this planet? I pity you if you were expecting a prosperous mining outpost. Nothing here but sand and more sand. There's a little hunting and racing, but nothing that'll make a small man rich. All right, then. Just keep it brief, will you? I got customers. I suppose you're fishing for a reaction to the destruction of Taris. That's all anyone from Off-World is talking about. Well, I'll tell you, it's about time someone kicked the Republic in the tail and got things moving. I guess the Sith are the ones that do it. Don't get me wrong, all those deaths were horrible. The war gets the money moving. Maybe they'll decide to fortify us out here. No? Yeah. Well, fresh face for the game. I wonder, would you care to play? My name is Furco Nellis. My vice is Pazak. All right. But remember that there isn't much fun on Tatooine that isn't life-threatening. Come back if you like a game.
Bastila, did you ever think about joining all the Jedi who were running off to follow Revan and Malak when they went to fight the Mandalorians?
That was nearly 5 years ago. I was still an apprentice. My battle meditation hadn't even manifested itself. Yet even then I had the wisdom to obey the will of the Council. Unlike Revan.
I guess. Still, do you ever wonder if things could have been different? Would Revan and Malak still have been corrupted if the Council had supported them instead of dragging its feet?
Do not blame Revan's corruption on the Council. Your Republic saw only the threat of the Mandalorians, but the wisdom of the Masters saw beyond the immediate threat. There was something lurking out there. Something that devoured Revan and Malak, and many other Jedi. Had the Council sent us all into the unknown, how many more would have fallen?
So you're saying we should have done nothing? Just let the Mandalorians conquer us unopposed? I mean, the Republic was under attack, and the Order abandoned us.
We did not abandon you. But the Council were not about to throw lives away foolishly. In time, we would have aided you against the Mandalorians. But you couldn't wait. Revan and Malak offered a quicker answer, and the Republic chose to walk the easy path rather than the path of wisdom. Now we see the results all around us. You asked me if I think things could have been different. I know they could have. If Revan had only listened to the Council, millions of innocent people would still be alive.
Yeah, right. And every single one of them would have been speaking Mandalorian. I think we're done here. Let's just get back to the task.
How can I help? Then I suggest we move on.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Sierpa, gusta del cheese, gusta. Abuela, colorus, divan rebut, nikel di rimo, gusta dan elfa, hoisi dan elfa. Uden tuf black van divo elfa, hoisi dan elfa, vadino dan elfa. Colorus, divan rebut, nikel di rimo. Dufta dan elfa, hoisi dan elfa. Uden tuf black van divo elfa, hoisi dan elfa, vadino dan elfa. Undas dan sierpa, ufta del cheese, colorus da. Abuela, colorus, divan rebut, nikel di rimo. Abuela, colorus, divan rebut, nikel di rimo. Bundas, ufta del cheese, bundas del sierpa. Principiando lúpido, Abuela, color. Ifan bebut, dikel irimon, tufbedan gelfa, hoi sidan gelfa. Guten tufblan fan dibu gelfa, hoi sidan gelfa van inugan gelfa. Untasta gelfa, ufta gelkis, kolo tufta. Abuelta, kolo tuf, ifan bebut, dikel irimon.
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you? Answer. Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master. Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation. Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Query. Don't I? I was under the assumption that organic meatbags such as yourself enjoyed such forms of address. Retraction. Did I say that out loud? I apologize, Master. While you are a meatbag, I suppose I should not call you such. Amendment. Then I will endeavor not to refer to you by your meatbag status in the future, Master. Does that suffice? Apology. I am afraid I cannot comply with your command, Master, as much as I would like to. Explanation. Someone has hard-coded it into my system that my current Master always be addressed as such. Conjecture. I do not know. Some organic meatbag? Objection. I would not advise that, Master. There are safeguards present that, well, it should suffice to say that my systems have been altered plenty already. Answer. Considerably. Several of my systems do not match their embedded parameters. I have no memory of such alterations, however, or their purpose. Answer. Electrical protection systems mostly. They are at lethal levels, however, Master. Only the best for your droid. Observation. I can hardly be blamed for my programming, Master. Do not worry. I am still well capable of killing most anything for you. Answer. Even a droid has to be allowed a little fun once in a while, Master. Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Statement. I know some elements of my functionality, Master, but not all. Answer. I believe I have been damaged several times in the past, Master. I've always been repaired, but perhaps full functionality has not been restored. Answer. Some of my motor functions can be safely repaired, Master, but anything in relation to my memory core is extremely sensitive. I have safeguards installed to protect that core that I cannot deactivate. It is not impossible that other, lesser memory functions could be restored, however. Answer. You may attempt to restore portions of my deleted memory, Master, but some skill at repair is required. The deeper functions of my core memory, however, would still be unadvisable to tamper with. Conjecture. It is possible that some external stimulus might result in the memory core being reactivated, but I am unaware of any program existence to do so. Answer. Simply tell me that you wish to make the attempt, Master, and I will attempt to walk you through it. Please do be careful. Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude. Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels. And now rewire the last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was a success. Accessing new memory. Access complete. I have restored a great deal of information about my previous owner, Master. Would you like to hear it? Recitation. The earliest memory of my last owner specifies that he was human, a low-ranking commercial officer for SciTech Corporation. I am unaware of his designation. He purchased me from an acquaintance I cannot identify for the purposes of protocol and bodyguard duties. Explanation. That previous owner is part of memories that are still deleted, Master. It is customary for droids' memories to be wiped when it is sold. Answer. Negative, Master. The human was terminated by this HK-47 unit prior to system shutdown. Explanation. My former master had owned me for a duration of 2 standard months before discovering my assassination protocol. He was pleased by the discovery. The human informed me that a competitor corporation was preparing to market a product that would ruin him personally. He was most agitated. He activated my assassination protocol and instructed me to kill all those responsible for the competing product. I proceeded to carry out my order. My former master was unaware of this, but the competitor was in fact an arm of SciTech Corporation, my master's own employer. It did not take long for my master to realize his mistake. By then, I had already terminated 104 corporate officers. Answer. I was not present to be deactivated, Master. Part of my protocol is not to return to my master until my function is complete. I still had 15 officers to go. I do not know why my master was so upset, really. He was an officer of SciTech and a potential target, but I cannot terminate my own master. I would assume that being the sole officer remaining, he would surely be promoted. Instead, however, the human chose to go insane with rage and attack me. Objection? Naturally not, Master. As I said, I am incapable of purposefully terminating my owner. That would not be allowed. My master was not a smart man, however. While he was screaming and stabbing me with a writing utensil, he managed to pierce one of my actuators. The resulting shock terminated him and sadly destroyed my assassination protocol. Pure luck on his part, I suspect. Query. Do you know what the chances are of puncturing that sole actuator? I would have congratulated my master were he not sizzling and incoherent at the time. I shut down immediately whenever my master dies. I can only assume that while I was shut down, SciTech was dismantled and I was auctioned off as former corporate property. Observation. No doubt my sale price was quite cheap, leading to Yukalaka's purchase. How very demeaning. Statement. How could they? The vast majority of the officers had already been terminated. They likely assumed I was mere chattel. Assessment. I do not believe so, Master. It would require complete dismantlement of my chassis, a most involved procedure. Observation. So am I, Master, though I apologize for not having an assassination mode to offer you. I have recovered knowledge of some other actuators which will enhance my performance, Master. I will activate them now. But as for my own history, negative. It will require further effort on your part to restore them, if you wish. Though certain stimuli could always restore my core still, as I explained. For now, please excuse me, Master. I wish to meditate upon the face of my former meatbag master as he was electrocuted. I find it most soothing. Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude. Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels. Now close the last panel. I am afraid the operation did not succeed, Master, though it was a valiant attempt for a meatbag. Supplication. Perhaps it would be best if you desisted your efforts for the moment, Master. This seems to be going nowhere. As you desire, Master. I cannot help but claim a small amount of relief. Signing off.
Gắn bỏ is this chỉ là chút nhặt bảo cháu thôi, nó có là ăn còn thì chứ. Muốn ai bị lọc, bắt thì mà nó có tôi nó cũng mua đi mà, cũng biết cho là kinh chịu đúng không? Đó là làm chắc. Ít là thuốc hạ của chị à, không biết có bằng một câu vào luôn mà. Muốn ai bị lọc, bắt thì ít là thuốc hạ của chị à. Ít là thuốc hạ của chị à, không biết có bằng một câu vào luôn mà. William, what a quality, ít là thuốc hạ của chị à. Trong ngày quá chỉ dùng máy sẽ ba của những cô tuồng, chỉ mới ra này bỏ this is cooking nó cũng nhạc. Ít là thuốc hạ của chị à, không biết có bằng một câu vào luôn mà. William, what a quality, ít là thuốc hạ của chị à. William, what a thì mà nó có là tôi nó cũng mua đi ra, cũng biết cho là kinh chịu mà, đó là làm chắc. Ít là thuốc hạ của chị à, không biết có bằng một câu vào luôn mà. William, what a quality, ít là thuốc hạ của chị à. William, what a thì mà nó có là tôi nó cũng mua đi ra, cũng biết cho là kinh chịu mà, đó là làm chắc. It is what a quality, ít là thuốc hạ của chị à. Ít là thuốc hạ của chị à, không biết có bằng một câu vào luôn mà. William, what a quality, ít là thuốc hạ của chị à. William, what a thì mà nó có là tôi nó cũng mua đi ra, cũng biết cho là kinh chịu mà, đó là làm chắc.
It could be that this Jawa knows things about this planet's history that the Republic has no inkling of.
Ít là thuốc hạ của chị à, không biết có bằng một câu vào luôn mà. William, what a quality, ít là thuốc hạ của chị à. It is what a quality, ít là thuốc hạ của chị à.
No one leaves Ankerhead without proper authorization. Well, let's see it. Come on. All right, I'll just scan that and you're off. I'll keep it on file, too. Good luck out there. You'll need it.
Hey there, what can I do for you? Are you sure you want to ask me about that? Hey there, what can I do for you? Talk! What is there to talk about? Those sand people took my brother prisoner. Griff may be a slime, but we have to go rescue him. We can't just leave him with those monsters? I knew I could count on you. There's definite fringe benefits to being friends with a Jedi.
Yeah, what do you want? So deal with it. Why are you asking me about it? Yeah, what do you want? I don't have as many strange stories like the last one I told you, but I do have a couple about me and the stuff I've done. In one battle above the world of Althir, my unit managed to defeat a force of Althiri 10 times our own size. That battle gained me command of an entire subsect of my clan. For 5 days, they had managed to hold off our forces, keeping us to the outer rings of their world, preventing us from attacking it directly. My task was to assault one of their flanks with a false attack. The Althiri would be drawn out by the units I had sent in. Once they had surrounded those units, the bulk of my forces would attack from the rear and defeat them in detail. Things didn't go as I had planned. I saw an opening, a mistake they had made in the disposition of their forces, and took it. While fending off our main force, they had let their fleet split in two. The center of their entire fleet was left exposed. I turned my forces and assaulted the center of their fleet, decimating them. Their slow, ponderous ship could not turn to face us without being overwhelmed. The command vessels were destroyed in seconds. Their ranks were thrown into chaos. It was amusing to watch the surviving ships scatter and flee. Several even tried to dive through the plane of the rings to escape us. They were shredded by the rings, or crashed into rocks, or were destroyed by our forces as we pursued them. Warriors do not flee from a battle if they are losing. They fight to the end, as we did against your Jedi Revan. Another time, maybe, I'll tell you about how the war with the Republic went. For now, let's just get on with things. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. As you desire, Master. Signing off.
Oh!
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken. I have been thinking about myself, about Quatra, and about my fall to the dark side. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. I still feel it. More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it. I thank you for your concern and your acceptance. I will strive to prove that I am worthy of your company and trust.
How can I help? I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zar. I've seen how you've resisted many temptations and continue to walk the path of the light side. Very commendable, but I'm afraid you might stray from this path. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety, for it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand. The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly? Neither do I, and I hope I never do. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying. I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.